Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are taking AI from being just a chaotic buzzword and turning it into a practical, results-driven engine for your business. We're skipping all that confusing jargon, right? Instead, we're focusing purely on execution that drives real growth, specifically for small and medium-sized enterprises. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, because we're going to outline exactly how you can stop aimlessly experimenting and start building a structured, highly profitable AI framework.
Let's be totally honest for a second. Has your company bought AI tools that you just don't use? Hey, it's okay. You are definitely not alone here. Most businesses are paying for tech subscriptions that are just sitting there gathering digital dust, silently haunting the company credit card month after month. Or maybe you've paid consulting firms for these grand strategies that just ended up shoved in a drawer somewhere. As our source material points out, it's really not your fault. You are navigating a market completely flooded with conflicting interests, buzzwords, and vendors who are laser-focused on selling you platforms rather than actual results. Well, today, we're going to fix that.
Here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, from chaos to AI strategy. 2, smart tools for content production. 3, AI agents, which are basically your new digital middle managers. And 4, your 30-day AI pilot. Let's dive in.
Section 1.
From chaos to AI strategy.
Okay, before you even think about buying another piece of software, you absolutely have to establish a solid foundation. An AI strategy isn't just a shopping list of cool new tools, it's really a structured decision-making framework. Now, a typical bad AI strategy usually starts with someone saying, hey, we need to use ChatGPT. It's driven entirely by hype. It usually pushes a specific vendor's platform just because someone's getting a commission, and it completely ignores absolutely crucial regulations like the EU AI Act and GDPR. But an effective, neutral approach, that starts with a totally different question. It asks, what problems cost us the most? This approach establishes a clear KPI framework right from day one to actually document your return on investment, and it bakes compliance in from the very start.
Operating without that structured plan, that's a one-way ticket to internal chaos. Without it, you'll find your company paying for duplicate tools that do the exact same thing, pulling from completely different budgets. It's a mess. You also end up with what's called shadow AI. This is where employees are just experimenting on their own without any structure or oversight. And that leads straight to investments that never actually deliver any real business value. Plus, and this is the scary part, worst of all, you expose yourself to massive compliance risks regarding privacy and data security, simply because nobody thought through the regulatory guardrails beforehand.
Moving on to Section 2, smart tools for content production. Before AI can help you create anything, you need a blueprint. I mean, you wouldn't go on a road trip without a map, right? And you definitely shouldn't create content without a clear flow. So first, what is your goal? Second, who exactly is your target audience? Third, what platform are you publishing this on? Fourth, what's the topic? And finally, what is the structure? Listen, even with the most advanced generative AI out there, you still need this human plan first. You literally have to tell the system exactly what problem you're solving and who you are speaking to before it can generate anything remotely useful for you.
But once you do have that structure in place, wow, AI can funnel down complex information at absolute lightning speed. We now have practical tools that can generate video summaries, filtering hour-long webinars or virtual meetings into quick, bulleted insights. You can use advanced text-to-speech generators to amplify your reach, giving you immediate voiceovers and dubbing in multiple languages. This doesn't just save a massive amount of time for creators, it radically improves accessibility and content digestion. It allows your audience to grasp the absolute essence of your message in just a fraction of the time. It's a real game changer.
Section 3, AI agents, your digital middle managers.
To make this advanced tech feel a little more familiar and manageable, let's define it clearly. An AI agent is essentially your brand new digital middle manager. It doesn't just answer questions like a standard chatbot would. It actively executes one clear task on your behalf. We're talking about reading your emails, writing responses, connecting your CRM to your inventory systems, and doing it all strictly according to the rules you set. It takes on all that heavy, routine, rule-based work. And the best part? Your human employees can finally focus on innovation, customer relationships, and complex problem solving.
Now don't worry, you don't have to automate the whole shebang on day one. Let's break down how you can start small and play it safe. The first level is the AI assistant. This is where the agent suggests an action, like say drafting a customer service reply, but a human still has to push that approve button. Moving a step up, we have the automation agent.
This one fully executes repetitive tasks, but strictly within fixed limits, like drafting purchase orders when your inventory drops below a certain point. Finally, you reach the AI coordinator. This actually manages multiple smaller agents across an entire workflow, functioning almost like a department head.
So let's look at the tangible ROI here. When you implement just a basic AI assistant to handle routine inquiries, you can conservatively expect a 35% reduction in time spent on those tasks right out of the gate. Think about that for a second. Saving a third of your time on routine administrative work, that directly and immediately impacts your bottom line. You just multiply those saved hours by your team's hourly rate, and honestly, the business case simply makes itself.
But I know what you leaders out there are thinking. What about the risks? Well, security and control must remain front and center. AI agents always operate within strict boundaries. You always start with a human in the loop to review the AI suggestions. You test everything in a highly secure sandbox environment that absolutely does not touch your live databases. You ensure full traceability and logging so that every single decision can be audited later. And crucially, the agent exclusively uses controlled data sources, meaning it only pulls from your approved internal company knowledge base. Doing this drastically reduces the fear of AI hallucinations or accidental GDPR breaches. You stay in control.
Section 4. Your 30-day AI pilot. Let's walk through this 4-week framework step by step just to show you how achievable this really is. Week 1 is all about preparation. You're confirming that single task, identifying your data sources, and setting up your safe testing environment. By week 2, you're in the sandbox. You're running maybe 100 to 300 test cases through the agent, logging errors, and tweaking the rules as you go. Then, moving right into week 3, the focus shifts to learning. Here you optimize the flow, ensure your fallback protocols actually work, and you train your pilot users. Finally, week 4. This is the moment of decision. You evaluate the performance against your goals and make a hard call. You either roll it out to operations, extend the pilot, or you kill it.
But remember, and this is absolutely crucial, the pilot must be judged on hard business metrics. This links right back to that strategic ROI mindset we discussed at the very beginning. You need to measure the median time spent per case before and after the AI. You calculate the saved time multiplied by your hourly rate. You track the percentage of tasks solved perfectly on the very first attempt, and you strictly monitor the error rate and deviations. Listen, if the numbers don't add up, you don't scale it. It really is that simple.
So we've covered the roadmap from chaos to strategy, we've explored smart content tools, defined your new digital middle managers, and mapped out a highly actionable 30-day pilot. Now, it's time to stop the endless, unstructured experimentation and start executing for profit. Take a good look at your daily operations. Look at your team's workload, and ask yourself this: which routine task will your first AI agent take over? Think about it, and let that be the catalyst for your business's transformation. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.